but you're depressed. That's what my mom says. Give it up. I am depressed, but don't feel bad for me. Feel bad for my friends. What a burden for them, huh? Ooh. You ever have a depressed friend? My God. Ugh. Right, it sucks. Yeah, you get one day. You get one day, and that's if you've got a really close friend that you can unload and be honest and be like, I'm depressed. And they will be there for you. For one day. But if the next day you run into that same friend and they're like, how you doing? And you're like, well, I'm still depressed. They're going to be like, all right, what do you want from me? Kill yourself. Could you not talk about your depression so much? It's really bumming me out. Oh, my depression bums you out. That's crazy. You know what bums me out? Everything. I'm depressed. People will say things if they think you're depressed. They'll reach out and be like, hey, I'm always here for you. You can call me at any time. Not a close friend, because again, then you might actually call and it's like, let me live. But a man who works 5 offices down from you that you never talk to will send you a Facebook message and be like, I'm always here for you. If you need anyone at any hour, you can call me. You can't do that. You can't call Bob from accounting at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. I mean, you can, but he's not going to answer and he's going to report you to HR, trust me. Also, what do you do if he does answer? Hey, Bob, I know it's late, sorry. How are the kids? Me? Oh. It's a funny story. I'm thinking about killing myself, Bob. Thank you for laughing. A lot of people get tense there because it's like, You can't even make jokes or say the word. If you say the word suicide, people are like, oh, it's a cry for help. And it's like, all right, well, relax. If you help me, that's homicide. Also, if you even say you've thought about wanting to kill yourself to anyone and you don't immediately try to kill yourself, for the rest of your life, everybody you know is going to be like, oh my God, she's so dramatic. For the rest of your life, you can get on antidepressants, go to a therapist, you can go to a psych ward, get a full evaluation, print it out, and be like, actually, I'm fine. And people will be like, Because people don't understand depression or mental illness. If you don't have it, you don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. It's an illness. It's literally like your brain has a cold. You got to get through it. Maybe you need meds. You need something else. You got to figure it out. But we don't treat physical illness like that. No one's ever like, yeah, Jim's a cool guy, but between you and me, he got the flu pretty bad in the 90s, so keep an eye on it. You don't get the bullshit advice with physical illness you get if you have a mental illness like depression. People will be like, you just gotta get outside. Just get some sunshine, you'll be fine. Yeah? You never say that to your friend with cancer. Just get outside, get some sunshine. I have melanoma. Oh. Well, have you tried just not having cancer? Which sounds absurd, but if you're depressed, people will go like, well, have you thought about just not being depressed? And you're like, no, I'm a big stupid idiot. I never thought of that. Thank you. I'm so dumb. The only reason Bob from accounting says you can call is so that if you do commit suicide, he can show up at your funeral and steal all the sympathy for himself. Like, I told her to call me. What a hero I am. The only person worse than that at a suicide funeral is that one person who's like, if only I had said something. Wow, aren't we confident? You're wearing a wolf t-shirt at a funeral, but you think if you would have said something, game over. Or game not over. I don't know how you want to put that. So, and then on top of your depression, you get guilt because your friends are calling you like, oh, you're still depressed? You have to start lying. And you're like, no, I'm at the corner of happy and healthy. But you're just walking around a Walgreens in the same robe you've been wearing for a month, and they're like, man, quit coming here and eating the nail polish. And you're like, this is all I have right now. I want to be very clear, this is just a bit. You don't have to come up to me after the show and ask if I'm okay. I'm fine. If it's cathartic for you because you are depressed, I'm glad, but don't email me about it, or I don't want to talk to you about it. So talk to someone. A lot of people don't say anything. They suffer in silence. I say don't suffer in silence. Speak up. Make everyone around you suffer too. But you think that's the hardest part is finding, like, oh, who can I reach out to? And then you think, oh, my other depressed friend, they all get it. But then it just becomes like a weird suicide pact. Or like, oh, no, free Tuesday, let's do it. I saw a therapist, and by the way, since I'm doing a bit on mental illness, and by the way, it's not all going to be mental illness the whole night. Like, I've got just a train of dick-sucking jokes coming down the pipeline, so don't you worry. But if you're interested in therapy, you can see a therapist, licensed therapist for free anywhere in the state of Ohio. Just walk into any licensed therapist office and then go, help! Someone will see you and they're like, come on in, sit down. Tell me about your life and your child, what's happening. That's what I did. I was like, I'm depressed. Can you give me a pill to fix it? Because we treat therapists like they're auto mechanics for our emotions. Like, just give me some duct tape for my soul. And that's what this therapist, she's like, well, calm down, sit down, tell me about your life, your childhood, what's going on? And I was like, well, I have a degenerative autoimmune disease, so I might be in a wheelchair in a few years. And when I was 8, my dad abandoned me in a Waffle House, which is sad. I'm honestly more of a pancake person. I have an absurd amount of murdered friends, and she's like, stop right there. You are not depressed. You've had a terrible life. This is a normal emotional response. Oh, thank God. Between you and me, I thought I was one of those crazy, depressed people. It's like, get outside, right? Is there a pill for that? Do you have any drugs for a bad life? Heroin? I'll do heroin. I'll just do that. Prescribe that for back pain irrationally, don't you? Just give me the oxy, whatever, the feely nothings. Try group therapy, don't do that. My God, it's like the Kentucky Derby if you had it the worst. The therapist comes up in and they're like, and they're off. Coming out first is a gay man with Republican parents, guy born with no legs, set in the base, young black male in America is coming around from the outside, touched by an uncle's coming in from the inside, and the winner is, I don't know, Pfizer. Take these pills, you're not going to feel better. You'll just feel nothing, and that's as good as it gets. Feeling hurts. The winner's the therapist who's like, I don't know if you're mentally ill, but come back twice a week for the rest of your life. I want a yacht. I actually don't think I'm depressed. I think I'm bipolar because I have like really low lows and then just super high lows.